Hey guys, hope you're having a great weekend. I apologize for the mess that is behind me. I'm looking right now. Oh my god, that is a mess. I just got back from a long weekend at West Point and I did not have time to straighten up before I filmed this. I had two different events I went to at West Point. On Friday night, I was at something called the Force Sustainment Ball, or FS Ball for short. So Ted branched, the AG or Adjutant General's branch, which essentially is kind of like the HR or the personnel, person for the Army. And so his branch, along with several others, kind of have this formal ball where you get dressed up, meet several officers who are in your respective branches, and just kind of have dinner and mingle and have a good time. It's pretty low key, very kind of formal event. I got dressed up in a tux. Actually, I will show you a picture right now. Yeah, I actually do clean up fairly well, if I do say so myself. But I think the more fun event was yesterday. We went to this event called the Nights Out third annual dinner. I guess that's what they're calling it. What Nights Out is an organization dedicated to LGBT individuals in the Army, and they partner up with West Point's group Spectrum, which is the posts, like the colleges, if you will, for the civilian world. They're kind of LGBT group, and Nights Out is kind of the overarching one. And it's just one big old gay event, but I mean that in the most loving way possible because it was amazing. I got to see some familiar faces from people I met last year, both, officers and civilians, and met a lot of new people too. So I would say the craziest moment for me was I was introducing myself to this guy whose name is Theo. Ironically, I can't get away from the Theodores. And he saw Ted and was like, oh, it's nice to meet you. And then he looks at me, and then he looks like a Ted. And he looks at both of us, he goes, wait, I've seen you on YouTube before. And I was like, oh my god. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, I do videos like this where I'm just talking to you. I did videos where I talk about serious topics, like my views on bisexuality. And then I do videos where I vomit jelly beans or baby food. So I wasn't sure which one he saw. He was very funny about it. He's like, oh, I have more dirt on you than you think. And I was like, oh shit. No, but it was really weird to have someone I've never met say they've seen me on YouTube. But no, that dinner was a lot of fun too. The guest speakers were amazing. So I met Congressman Sean Maloney, who is the first openly gay congressman. The other guest speaker was a transgender woman. Her name is Kristen Beck, and she was fantastic. She was a former Navy SEAL for 20 years, which if you can imagine, any group that would be tough to come out as transgender too. And Ted actually was a guest speaker there. So Ted got to give a speech about his experience at West Point from his freshman year to his senior year and talked a little about his life. And I'm very proud of him for, sharing his story with a whole, room of people who are not only supporters of him, but the LGBT community in general. I think for me, one of the coolest things I saw was that last year compared to this year, there were twice the number of cadets that came to this. There were about 60 cadets, and the really cool part is that a lot of them were straight allies. This isn't an event just for, gay, lesbian, etc. individuals. And to see that many people come out and support their peers was really cool. But on the fun note, so of course there's drinking, and I was hoping there'd be dancing because I am very big on dancing and showing off my dance moves. Without fail, my favorite go-to dance song comes on at the Nights Out event when we were at like the drinks mixer after dinner, and basically it was just people were, socializing. And as soon as I heard this song come on, so yeah, then that happened. And we got the party going. I even got Ted to dance, and he's not a big dancer. But all in all, it was a great weekend, and I met a lot of people who I am now, Facebook friends with, and I have hopefully made some great connections for the future. Please subscribe to my channel. I see you guys continue to do that every day, and I really, really appreciate it. I had mentioned in a tweet that I would love to go to Playlist Live next year because I missed it down in Florida, but I saw that there's another Playlist Live this year in Secaucus, New Jersey, which is in my state. And so I think I'm gonna be going to that. I have to figure that out. Logistically, that's not till November, but let me know in the comments below if you're gonna be at that Playlist Live, because it would be great to meet some of you there. That's all for now, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.